Good morning, brother, and welcome to another daily devotional. This morning I want to take you to the Old Testament, to the book of Proverbs. Wonderful book. I always encourage people to read through the Psalms and the Proverbs and to keep reading round. So once you finish Psalms, read Proverbs. Once you finish Proverbs, go back to Psalms again and read other portions of Scripture as well. But you should soak yourself in this wonderful wisdom literature that we have in the book of Psalms and in the book of Proverbs. Well, Proverbs chapter 3 and verses 5 and 6 are probably some of the more well-known words from the book of Proverbs. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight, or as many of us learned it, he shall direct your paths. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. How difficult at times that can be, especially whenever you're in circumstances that are pressing, that are difficult, that are problematic, circumstances that make you anxious because you don't know how they're going to work out. And what we often do in those circumstances is that we try to sort things out ourselves. We lean on our own understanding. We try to manipulate the situation. We try to take steps to make things work out the way we want them to work out, when in actual fact what we should be doing is trusting in the Lord. In other words, bringing the circumstances to God, crying out to God for help, and trusting that God will indeed help us. Not only that he'll help us, but that he will bring about what he plans and purposes for us. He will make straight our paths. In other words, God will go before us and he will lead us, and because he is our shepherd, he will lead us into good pastures. In other words, God will bring us through whatever dark providence we're facing. Those dark providences are there for a purpose. They are there to train us and to build us up in our faith. They're there to sanctify us, to make us more holy, and to cast us more upon God. So in circumstances that are difficult, we are to trust in the Lord with all our heart and not lean on our own understanding. We're to acknowledge him in all of our ways, and he will make our paths straight. I have to say, personally speaking, that I have found this verse to be of great help to me as I've gone through the work of the ministry. There are times when it's hard to know just what the way forward is. It's hard to see how some difficult pastoral situations could ever work out for good. And yet, as you commit these things to God and pray about them and seek him to work in the situation, then God does work. I've seen that happen. Of course, it doesn't mean that we are to sit back and do nothing. We are to work according to the wisdom that God gives us. We're to be observant of his providences. We're to put into practice biblical principles. But at the end of the day, it is God that we are to look to. And that's why we're to trust in the Lord and not lean on our own understanding, not be dependent upon that. Yes, we're to exercise wisdom. Yes, we're to take counsel from others. But most of all, we're to look to and we're to have faith in, we're to trust in the Lord our God. Take this verse with you today. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, every area of life, acknowledge him, honour him, serve him, and he will make straight your paths. Every blessing.